Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name is David and this is a magic review. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. We're doing another magic review today. Yep, that's right. Doing magic reviews here on the channel every single day, Sunday to Saturday, busting open the boxes and telling you exactly what you get. I want you to know exactly what your money gets you. I ask and answer a series of standard questions that allows you to make up your own mind as to whether it's going to work for you. I don't want you to have any buyer's remorse, no more magic in drawers. When you spend $160 on something, like we're going to talk about today, I want you to know that you're getting something that you're going to use. Case in point, today we're looking at the Crystal Billet box. The title is on the side, not the top. Top is upside down. Case in point, today we're looking at the Crystal Billet box. The title is here on the side. It's not on the top. The top says switch, force, appear, predict. I would also add disappear. This is something that will enable you to switch out objects, force objects, appear and disappear objects, and make predictions. What is the Crystal Billet box? It's a Crystal Billet box. David Regal, I've said it before and I'll say it again, I think the greatest minds in magic, the most brilliant magicians, happen to be named David. Houdini, you know Houdini's original name was David? It's true. Yeah, it's not true. First thing you get is this beautiful drawstring bag. This will hold the entire billet box and it'll enable you to do some really cool vanishes and switches. We'll talk a little bit more about that. And you're gonna get two jumbo-sized rubber bands. I'll show you what they're for in a second. And this is the billet box. This is what it looks like. So it has a black base and then it's clear all the way around. It's transparent. And you can drop billets in through this slidey lid, right? Or you can open the lid to retrieve said billets, like if you're going to walk this through the audience, right? And people are dropping their billets in here. Once you got it to the stage, you could slide this open and your spectator on stage could reach in and pull one out. And so that's what the Crystal Billet box looks like. And you can kind of see how big it is. The rubber bands enable you to wrap it like that to secure it. So if you wanted to prove that there was no way in and no way out, so while you're walking it through the audience, you could have it rubber banded shut so that people knew everything was on the up and up. And I would also like to point out that you get two types of lid. You could use a solid lid that didn't have the slot. You could use that just as a way of making things appear or disappear if you weren't, dropping things in the bucket. Or you get the slotted lid for inserting billets, and you get all of that plus 20 minutes of instruction for $160. Okay, so let's walk through my standard questions. Every single one of my reviews, I always ask and answer the same exact questions so that you get a nice, well-rounded idea of what the product is. And so the first thing I say is it what I expected? Is it what I thought? I really didn't know what to think. I have some other switch out devices. I have one that's made out of cardboard, right, that I got first and used first. The second one I got was made out of fabric and it was collapsible so that you could show that it was empty, right? And it could opened up kind of like a little IKEA box. And that was the second one I got. And then that one became my new favorite. And now this one works in a completely different way, completely different. And I gotta say, now this one is my new favorite. And like the box suggests, you'll be able to force objects, switch objects, make objects disappear and appear. You'll be able to use this for prediction effects, confabulation effects, mind reading effects. How many billets would it hold? David Regal suggests between 20 and 24. Is it well made? It's very well made. Very well made. In fact, I would say this is a legacy prop. And when I say legacy prop, I mean you spend your money on this, right? You drop the 160 bucks and take care of it. You'll never need to replace it. There's nothing in this that could break unless you dropped it from a 2-story building onto cement or ran over it with a truck. Overall quality and production value of the video, like I said, it's about 20 minutes long, and it isn't long really, because David even tells you at the beginning of this, you are buying a utility. Okay, you are buying a utility, chances are you probably know exactly how you would use this. So you get an intro, he talks about the inspiration behind the effect, he talks about what you get and how it works. And then he's gonna throw out several ideas. He's gonna throw out ideas for billets, for dollar bills, serial number switches, playing card predictions. He even gives you a great idea for a book test, one in which the missing page magically appears locked inside the box, inside the bag. He's gonna give you a confabulation routine, plus several techniques for doing your switch. Pocket space, obviously this doesn't fit in your pocket. This is a prop that's gonna be used for parlor or stage, right? And hence the tag, hence the price tag, because 160 bucks, usually I would say price for the working pro, right? But I also think 160 bucks is affordable. I mean, really, it's not even 200. When you get this in your hands and you're looking at it, you think, wow, this is really well made. A lot of thought went into this. I kind of just covered, is it worth your money, right? This is kind of me saying, is it worth your money? But I think it is. So yeah, it's definitely stage prop, definitely parlor prop. Angles wise, it's beautiful. There is only one angle to the entire thing, and I don't think there's ever a moment where you could flash. It's possible if you forget kind of where you are, if you have somebody on stage maybe, if you have another spectator on stage and you kind of position it in such a way, I guess you could flash, because it is crystal, right? It is see-through, completely, 100% see-through. So I would just think with some practice and some common sense, you should never flash. It cannot be closely inspected. I would trust it to go out into the audience with some instruction, and I would trust that people could put things into it. Probably you're gonna have a confederate go out there and collect the items. You might even go out there and collect the items. Certainly when you come back up on stage and have one item drawn out, a spectator will probably do that as well. There's moments where the box feels inspectable, but to say, here, examine this box thoroughly, well, of course not, right? But it's a stage prop, it's a parlor prop. We usually say, those kind of props don't get inspected. Slides and difficulty level, extremely easy. This is self-working. The box does everything for you. I could say it was mechanical, but that would imply that there was actual mechanics or some sort of gears or things. There's nothing like that. Nothing on this that could break or wear out over time. This thing will last you forever. Setup and reset, obviously if you're doing a prediction or something, there's probably a load that you would do first, right, that you would end up going back to, and then you would just reset it off stage. Positives, what are the positives? Like I said already, this is my new favorite thing. For doing billet work, for doing switch out work. I've done parlor work, I've done this exact trick. Done this exact trick with the cardboard prop the most, because that's the prop I've had the longest. And the cardboard prop works great, but it does have that element that you can't see into it, right? Once you drop the items into the box, you can't see where they go. You have no idea until they open back up on stage. And then really the audience, all they see is a person reaching into a cardboard box and pulling one thing out. Whereas with this, it's transparent. The audience can see everything. So there really is this kind of sense of, I saw everything. The box was transparent. There's no way, right? There's no way. So I think there's some great elements worked into this, and I think it's a wonderful, beautiful prop. Negatives, also, like I said, there are no full drawn out routines for you. Okay, David Regal's going to give you a ton of ideas, and certainly if you're a magician, you've done parlor work already, you've already done mentalism already, you're going to listen to his ideas and then just go yep, and just click it, right? But to say that you were maybe a beginner and you're buying this and hoping for a routine, there's not one routine David's giving you with like fleshed out pattern or anything like that. He's just giving you ideas. The other thing I would say, not really a negative, but just a tip. This is probably best with paper billets, like regular paper. When he does mention putting business cards in there, I would lay the business cards flat. So you could drop the business cards in such a way where they were all face down, just like playing cards. You could drop playing cards in there face down, but the height of the box doesn't really allow for the cardstock cards to stretch open. I think once they stretch open, they hit the roof of the box, and it could make the box hard to slide open. So I would leave it to paper billets folded, right, and dropped in, or business cards laid flat. That's just my suggestion. I've already covered, is it worth your money? I've already covered who I think this is for. What else can I say? This is great. It's such a great prop, and I think very well affordable. So crystal billet box, David Regal, check him out. Check out some of his other releases. He's a brilliant magician. Love that guy. And I've done a lot of reviews for David Regal as well. You should check out those other reviews too. Yeah, I hope I've asked and answered questions that helped you, right? And if that's the case, do me a favor, hit like, hit subscribe. And if you hit subscribe, then hit follow. That helps me out a ton. And big, huge props to hocus-pocus.com for allowing me to have this so that I could do the review for you. And if you want to buy it for yourself, that's where I would go. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, did you know there are over 300 videos and reviews that you've never even seen here at Magic Orthodoxy? It's true. And if you join the membership section today, you'll get unlimited access to that exclusive content. What are those videos? These would be the magic tricks that I buy with my own money. These are the tricks that I want, the tricks I am the most excited about. All you have to do is click the join button on your screen. And there are 2 exciting ways to join. For $2, you'll get access to 8 extra videos a month, 8 brand new videos a month. And for $5 a month, you'll get access to 12 new videos a month. Not to mention, you'll also be part of an exclusive community of almost 500 other magicians. And if you can't find the join button, I will put a link in the description of today's video. Thanks, guys. Bye.